Hello, I am the Green Eagle, or Brivlek as my in-game name. I'm going to be doing a mini-series on everyday tips and tricks that a lot of veterans of P99 take for granted. They're everyday common knowledge items, but they're never really explained in-game. And so with this new increase in brand new players coming into the community, which is amazing, I felt that it'd be good to go over some of these things to make it easier for those players to get integrated. As far as things like, oh, this item sells really well, this item doesn't, here's where you should start, here's the class you should play, I'm not going to cover stuff like that. To me, a lot of the beauty and the mystery of the game is in finding those things for yourself. Of course, if you do want those things, those guides already exist. This, I want to go over like some very basic, just core mechanics that will let you experience those things to the fullest without just struggling to make the game work. So I thought for my inaugural video, I would go over the thing that actually inspired me to do this in the first place, and that is who searches. So what is a who search? The Who search allows you to search for players currently online, either in zone with you or in the overall world. To do it, the command is /who. It can be abbreviated to /w, and it can be further abbreviated to just slash. So because I'm in Keno's Hills, if I do /enter, I'm given all 6 players in Keno's Hills. The Who search shows level, class, name, race, guild, if applicable, and if we were doing an overall game-wide search, it would also show the zone for each character. Because we're only searching in zone, it doesn't list that. If I want to do a larger search, that's called a Who All. So a /who all, that will search the entire game. And then you can add keywords to your search that will filter down the results. For instance, if I wanted to know what players were in Unrest right now, I could do who all Unrest, and I am then presented the 6 players currently in Unrest. And now, if you notice, because it was a who all search, at the end of each character's entry, it says zone Unrest. It's really important to note what word comes after zone, because in order for the Who search to work, it has to match exactly. If I did a state of unrest, which is the full name of the zone, it wouldn't work. Who all estate of unrest, nothing happens because that isn't a keyword the Who search knows. Some of these can be really not obvious, so you might have to go to the wiki to find out what the Who search is using. The reason that I chose Keno's Hills as kind of for this video is because it has a very strange one. So I'll pull up the wiki real quick and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So here we are on the Keno's Hills wiki page, and as you can see here, this is what you're looking for, name and /who. That'll be there for all zones in the game. And if you notice, it's nothing like Keno's Hills. It's key to QRG. So I would need to use key to QRG to do a search in a who all for Keno's Hills. So if I come back over here, once again, just to demonstrate, if I do who all Keno's Hills, nothing happens. But if I do who all key to QRG, there's the list of players in the zone Keno's Hills. What's really cool is we can use any of the key terms that come up in a Who search. We can use any of them as filters. If I was in a group and our healer was leaving, so we needed a new healer, I could do a Who all cleric. Better yet, I can also use numbers to clarify what levels I want to search for. So I'm level 35, so I could do Who all cleric 35. And there is one online, and that's a great way to find someone. Also, since searching one level at a time would take forever, I also could just do who all cleric 3040. When you put 2 numbers like that, it's going to search for a full range in between those 2 numbers. So then there's a few more options, 35, 40, and 37. You also can search by the LFG tag. LFG, of course, is looking for group, and you turn that on with /LFG on. Now you can see not only does my chat window say you are now looking for a group, but also my name is Brivlek Aranor LFG, like over my head. What this does is it not only shows it over your head when you're being seen by other players in the world, but it will mean that you'll appear in a Who All LFG. So, Who All LFG, again, I'd probably search for my level range if I was trying to build a group or maybe fill a spot in our group that recently opened. So, Who All LFG 3040, and there I get a list of all players who currently have the LFG tag up. And then, of course, it is just LFG off to turn it back off again. Another thing you can use the Who searches for is to find a particular guild. There are lots of reasons to want to do that, but one simple or like common reason is to find someone who can offer you a port. Um, for instance, one guild that you might want to get to know is Dial a Port. They're a very friendly guild. I don't know all of their policies in and out. I'm not going to make claims about them because I'm not in Dial-a-Port, but they've helped me out many times in getting ports, both Druid and Wizard ports, if I need them. Um, that might dictate its own video on porting courtesy. But if I need a port somewhere pretty fast, then I can do a /who all dial, and there are 3 players in the Dial-a-Port guild. And so now I can reach out to them if needed and see if one of them can come help me port somewhere. The last kind of cool tag you can search for are your friends. So if you don't know, you can check your friends list by just typing /friend. Then that gives you a list of your friends. You can add a friend by just typing friend and then their name. I'll do myself just to explain. Brivlek is now your friend, and then he would be in that list. And then you also can at any time do /who all friend, and anyone with your friend tag will appear as online. So if you want to meet up with people that you've adventured with before, that's a great way to find them very quickly. The last thing I wanted to cover is that if players are anonymous or role playing, they will not be caught in a Who All search. So, for example, if I do a Who search, I see there are 5 players in Zone in Keno's Hills, and notice that there is an anonymous player in Zone right now. The reason the Zone specific Who search catches it is because it's literally just grabbing everybody in Zone. However, if I do a Who All of this zone, notice only the 4 of us that aren't anonymous are caught. So you can't always get a perfectly accurate depiction of who is in a given zone because there could always be anonymous players. Anonymous and role-playing both will appear as anonymous in a Who search. That is about it. That's all the things that I want to show in this first video. My plan is to do a different video per topic and then just put them together in a playlist on my channel. That way they're hard split and should be easy to search. If you think that is going to get way too annoying to have to go through all these different videos, let me know. I can do a compilation sort of thing. Just let me know what you think I should do there. This one also is, I'm predicting much longer than my other videos will be, just because I think this one has a lot more depth of a mechanic than the other things I want to cover. Things like considering is not going to take nearly as much time, I don't think. But anyway, that's about it for Who searches. If you have feedback on this video, or you have requests or recommendations for future videos, or maybe you just want to bully me for my bold UI choices like all of my friends do, you are more than welcome to post a comment. I will be reviewing. I will continue conversations there if we have further things to discuss. Otherwise, I'll just be watching for recommendations and advice. I haven't made videos in a long time, so I am happy to find ways to improve these. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of your day and enjoy your time in Norath.